Right, I'm going to fit in a game of blitz, so this will be 5 minutes each. Just a slightly slow blitz, just so you have time to think a bit and explain your ideas. Otherwise, I would play the 3-minute blitz. $6,600 we're up to now. Okay, 1981, good luck. So it's 2-1 our head-to-head score. That could be in any time control. Okay, let's just check. Wow, 40,000 games for our opponent in blitz. That's impressive, isn't it? 40,000. Let's stick to the Reti principle. I mean, you can throw in a quick move like that in, say, in a bullet game just to go for the cheeky mate, but very unlikely to get it, of course, in a slow time control. Knight up before we think of going here. What's he doing with that? Well, he might want to switch sides or something. I still need to develop anywhere. I want to go up there and hit the bishop. I don't think he'll take, but he might do. Oh, we could take with a pawn. Okay, he gives us a chance to take his bishop, so we will. Goes with the knight, so we'll get castled. We still need to try and challenge for the center somehow, but we can do it this way. Tempo on the queen and develop our bishop. That looks interesting, doesn't it? It kind of restricts his knight a little bit. It's not going forward in a hurry. Hold on. He can just take there, can't he? And I can't take back. I can't take back. What do I do? Let's play the rook across. So now we can definitely push. Just took an extra move. We could try and challenge for the center, but then we've got a backward pawn. Okay, so he still lets us develop. So we're going to get the bishop on this diagonal. I mean, I guess he can challenge. We could be 2 bishops against 2 knights. Always makes it interesting. I quite like knights myself. But obviously most players prefer bishops. Okay, so he comes forward. How do I want to do this? If I push on, I guess you just simply take. Trade, I don't like the look of. So I'm going to actually just push my pawns in the middle. I mean, I guess he just ignores it and takes and grabs the pawn. Okay, let's just push in the middle, see what he does. Maybe he can just take. I might have just blundered this completely. Gain a knight, lose a bishop. Gain a pawn, lose a pawn. Either way. I've made a bit of a mess of this game. Not really concentrating, it's just one of them things. Okay, he's gone there though, but now I can maybe push on. I guess I've got to take the pawn though. If bishop takes, then I can maybe push, and he can't take with this one. Then we might have a move like bishop takes. That looks interesting, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do that. We're threatening bishop takes to rip his defense open, and we counter by hitting this bishop. And he can't take this way, so he's gone there, but now I can take. And then we have a discovery against this bishop. Okay, my own position is kind of blowing open as well. But if we can just shift out the way and get the rook across, well, that kind of might do it for us. Wow. I assume you'll need to play a move like knight across, but what about rook just right over? Or do I go with the queen first? No, I'm going to go with the rook. And probably rook right across. I do have potential checks as well, depending on where he goes. Oh, he's let me go here. What the heck? So here, if he goes back, then across, then he just comes back and he defends, I guess. I think I do that anyway, and then play knight up. No, I've got a check here, but he can easily block. So I'm going to play knight up first, threatening checkmate. Either knight across, rook over. Just played pawn up, so rook over, same idea. We're threatening to win the knight here as well. But he's kind of pushed into a good position, and he one knight then guards the other. But if we take, knight takes, rook takes is then a threat if he plays a quick knight over. So maybe he needs the other knight back. That knight back. And then I've got queen takes pawn. A pawn's a pawn. Oh, he played that one. I think that's a blunder because I think I just take. If he takes back, check, takes, takes. I think I take the knight. If he takes back, we take with a check and we get a queen for the rook and the knight. But can we get anything else? Can we activate our rook safely? This is far from guaranteed, isn't it? But let's come over just to hit the pawn. We need both pieces into play. If we don't have both pieces active, it's going to be a challenge. Real challenge. I'm going to go here because I've got a potential check. You can imagine if the knight gets onto the right square and the rook's coordinate, it could be very, very, very tricky. Okay, let's come to the open file. Then I'm happy to trade a rook if I have to. So now queen across. It might actually be not good at all, this. It might be not good at all. How on earth do I sack? Or do anything? Pawn up. Okay, he's just going to march his pawns. I could actually be lost here. His king's really, really safe. What the heck have I done? I'm going to have to chuck a pawn. Have to. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do here, is there? Let's go forward. If he gets too adventurous, maybe I can sack rook for knight and pawn. That would be good right now. I might be completely lost or just about a little bit worse, but he's got perfect piece coordination here, I think. So how on earth do I break through? I don't think I can. I'm going to try and set up a push and activate my rook. So check. I'm just trying to activate my pieces and then come in behind somewhere in shape or form, but right now everything is covered. So check. If he goes in a dark square, I've got a check here. So come back anyway, but if rook's here, he's got a check threat, but I'm threatening to check and collect a rook and then a pawn. But if he manages to coordinate, there's nothing much I can do. Literally nothing much I can do. Let's check here. I'm a minute down on the clock as well. That's not good. Once you check here, I'm in a lot of trouble, aren't I? I need my rook out first, somewhere. Where has he got that? What the heck? I'm looking at queen up. Check across. It's no good. Up, check across. I'm going to go here. If check across. Trade. But as long as he just pushes a pawn, keeps his pieces coordinated, there's nothing I can do. I'm not to try and win it anywhere. But check. I can't drop back activating his rook, so I have to come to the side. And then he can just play rook takes, king takes. And I've got a check and that's it. Everything's protected. He's done terrific, hasn't he? I thought I was doing well and I've mucked it up, I think. Wait, what's he done there? How the hell's he seen that? I have to take there. But again, if he takes, it is a check at least. Oh, he's got that. Okay, we've put this game through the analyzer now. We actually played a pretty decent game there. A little better out of the opening. Then we've gone back to level. Then we've gained another advantage game. We're +4 better. And then we've just made a bit of a mess of the ending. So we've ended up with 80% accuracy versus 91%. So no bad blunders. We've had a couple of blunders in there, which is where we've messed up at the end. But it's just really a one-move blunder. And a lot of chess is like that. But in this position, I'm still actually level. And I've just made this sloppy blunder allowing the knight in. Just not concentrating, just rook takes, rook was actually a fine move. And then if rook takes, queen takes. If pawn takes, I can shift my rook somewhere or other. Then we can try and collect the pawn next move. But black's probably still got enough to draw, which is why it's level. If not win, to promote a pawn. But that's a good game by my opponent there, so well done.